I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hello, it is Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with resin. Now I did mix my resin off camera, so I'm just showing you that I am going in with the pink. I will be using this white pigment paste as well as some gold flakes. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a dirty pour. Now, a dirty pour is considered when you pour all of the colors that you're doing in one cup and then pour it into the resin mold. And so that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be layering these three colors into one cup before going in to pour it into the resins. Now, some of the tips that I took from watching YouTube is when pouring it into the cup, you want to pour it from the side and not the middle because you get better results that way. And that's what some of the tips I got from the YouTube University of Resin Dirty Pours. So I am using JDiction 4-hour demolding resin, and this is different than the one I usually use because this one has a faster cure time, where I typically use their 1-to-1 resin, and you can't demold that for 12 hours. And so I picked up this one to see if I could get my products out faster. The only downside is they don't sell this in big quantity, so I typically reserve this for my smaller projects. I will leave the links to both of the resins that I use in this video and previous videos in the description box, so definitely check that out. I absolutely love JDiction products, and they haven't failed me in my resin journey so far, so I absolutely love working with their product. This is not sponsored. I purchased this with my own money. But I'm just going to continue the process, and I'll be back when it's time to pour the resin, which is probably going to be the next clip. So now I'm just going in with some painter's tape to get any of that dust that may have went inside the mold. And I'm just going to pour in the resin, making different motions. Some I do circular, some I do up and down. I'm just pouring it in different angles, trying to get a variety of different designs. One thing about resins, you never gonna do the same thing twice. It is very hard to replicate the exact same thing in each piece. And that's one thing I love about resin, because it ain't always gonna look the same. And so the technique may be the same, the results are going to be different every time. And once I realized that, it helps, because once you do something and you like it and you try to replicate that, I realize it is really hard to replicate the exact same piece with resin. The variations, the results are going to be different. Sometimes resin have a mind of its own. Like, you want it to do this, but it ends up doing something else. And sometimes it comes out great, and sometimes it don't. So definitely, being new to this journey, that is something that I had to learn and be okay with. That not every piece is going to come out the same. However, as long as it's cute, we could be okay. The biggest tip that I can give anyone that's starting out with resin is writing things down. Anything you do, how long you mixed, how long you let it sit, how much powder you use, the temperature of the room, all of those little minute details determines whether your piece is going to come out great and if it's going to be a fail. And so making sure that you're writing things down, even if it didn't turn out the way you want it to turn out, writing things down to where the next time you do it, you know what not to do. That has been the biggest help for me during this journey, because you'll be surprised that the temperature of your room can dramatically change the effect of how fast or how slow your resin cures. And so all of those little things you have to keep in mind when you are working with resin. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit. I did do this at night, and so by the time I wake up in the morning, it will be ready for me to demold. So here we are the next morning. This is one thing I do love about this resin, that I can go to sleep and wake up and it'll be ready for me to take out. Now, it might not be fully cured, but I'm able to demold it. And so here I'm just taking out each one and showing you the variations of designs that we have come up with. And as you can see, each one of these pieces are unique in their own way. None of the patterns are the same. And so that is one of the reasons why I love resin so much. If you've made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. To my return subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate it. Until the next time, bye bye.